Welcome back. Thanks for joining us this morning. We're taking a live look over Pueblo, courtesy of our Viewer Wireless Neighborhood Weather Network camera. And it may not be hard to see, but as the roads, if you can kind of dip down in the bottom of the camera there is light snow in Pueblo, and it will be accumulating throughout the day. For those of you just joining us, though, we do not have snow starting here in Colorado Springs yet. It's mainly in the southeastern plains where snow and ice is building up. Time now 6:45. We're going to send it over to StormTracker 13's Marty to see what we can expect for the rest of the day. Good morning, Marty.
And good morning, Stephanie. And you're going to expect different things depending on where you live. So you've already given a little bit of summary of that. We do have some pretty good snow going across the southeastern plains. Farther east, it's ice. And Fowler right now looks like primarily snow, and it's been enough to whiten the roadways and make for some slick travel over the southeastern plains. StormTracker 13 Live HD Doppler shows the pockets of heavier snow where you see the darker blue and magenta colors. And these are generally east of the Front Range. This is what we've seen on the cameras. Farther east where you see pink, this is some ice. We've noticed that in Lamar. We've seen it in Springfield this morning. And it has accumulated enough to slow traffic down. Along the Front Range, this band of snow is working north. It's a pretty thin band right now. But as Stephanie mentioned at the top of this block, we are seeing a little bit of snow in Pueblo. Hasn't reached Colorado Springs yet. So here we go, 30 degrees right now at Mortgage Solutions Financial. We're clouding up in Colorado Springs, but we still have some breaks in the clouds right now. There's really no wind across the city. It is snowing enough in Pueblo that we're starting to whiten up some of the cooler surfaces, and a little bit of slush is gathering on the road, as seen there from Parkview Medical Center in Pueblo. It's not a terribly cold storm. We're in the upper 20s right now, and we don't have a lot of wind to blow the snow around. So as far as storms go, this one so far is just producing a little bit of light snow along the Front Range. Skycast continues to show waves of precipitation coming at us. So intermittently, the snow will pick up. It might whiten things and then back down a little bit. And as it does, because it's kind of a warm storm, some melting could go on between the bands. So you might notice the snow kind of doing the up and down thing on the grass over the next 24 hours or so. Highs today will generally be in the 30s. Coolest as you head over the far eastern plains, where we'll keep it below freezing. And this is why we're worried about the icy conditions, because there is some warm air over the top of this, producing rain that's falling to the surface as rain, but then freezing on contact. Again, along the Front Range, we'll continue to have snow. Host of advisories and warnings out there now. White shaded areas are winter weather advisories. Red shaded areas are winter storm warnings. Our primary concern on the far eastern plains will be ice. Farther west will have varying amounts of snowfall. The snow should be heavier as you head farther south, because that's where the storm is coming from. And we're not done tonight, by the way. We'll probably continue to see some waves of snow. Phase 2 of this, as we transition to the backside of the storm, may produce some snow in the more terrain-favored areas, say along the Palmer Divide or south of Pueblo. I still think we'll keep it light, but we'll start to add some wind to the equation, and it will begin to get a little bit colder. So some of you that maybe get through today without too much trouble on the roads might notice that they get more slippery overnight tonight with the temperatures falling. And as we head into tomorrow morning, Skycast wants to keep at least some areas of light snow in much of eastern Colorado. We'll be done with the ice by tonight and tomorrow morning out here across the plains. You'll just be dealing with some snow, and it should start to accumulate on top of the ice. So that's kind of phase 2 of the storm for you. And then eventually during the day tomorrow, this storm will finally start to pull away from the area. Snowfall totals aren't going to be real impressive around the Pikes Peak region. I think we're talking about a general 1 to 3 inch snowfall. Somebody gets more, so be it, but I do think more of you are going to be on the light end of this. As we travel farther south, we do expect maybe some 4 to 8 inch amounts or 3 to 6 inch amounts for the southern I-25 corridor and for some of the mountain areas south and west of Pueblo. We're already seeing about 1 inch or 2 out here across the Arkansas River. We could see as much as 4. And then on the far eastern plains, on the backside of the storm tonight and tomorrow, we could pick up another burst of snow that could result in as much as 3 to 6 inches on top of some of the ice that you're getting out there during the day today. So it is going to be a mess for a lot of people, just not a lot of snow for us in Colorado Springs or Pueblo. So again, we'll expect 1 to 3 inches total by the time this wraps up tomorrow morning. Highs tomorrow in the 30s in Colorado Springs. Then we'll warm up into the 40s and 50s before the next storm gets here maybe on Friday. Looks to produce more wind and cold than snow in Colorado Springs right now, but we have some time to track that. Pueblo, again, it's snowing right now. It's a nice wintry start to the day, but not terribly cold. 30s today and tomorrow for highs, 40s on Tuesday. Then we'll get 50s for a couple of days before we cool off again at the end of the week. Canyon City, I'm also expecting a 1 to 3 inch snowfall for you today, tonight, into maybe tomorrow morning. Highs in the 30s, both today and tomorrow. And then we'll start to warm up through the middle of the week before getting windy and colder on Friday with a chance for a little bit of light snowfall. And in Teller County, we picked up a quick inch yesterday in the morning with one of those bursts of snow. Still have some of that left on the cooler surfaces. Figure on another 1 to 3 inches today through tomorrow. Overnight lows tonight in the teens, so some of those wet roads might get a little icy just because they'll freeze up as we get colder tonight. And then we'll clean things up through the middle of the week and see about that late week storm maybe bringing some more light snow into the area. If you have to travel, I mean, any length or distance, especially if you're going east, if you can put it off, I would, because with the ice storm that's going to be going on out there, that's going to be real tough. Along the Front Range, we'll be a little slow at times, but I don't think it'll be terrible for us.
Right, especially as that accumulates throughout the day and with the cold temperatures that really start forming. Speaking of road conditions, we have KRDO News Channel 13's Mike Carter driving on